Hey, welcome back to the team. This is Jing, the programmer. I am very fortunate to have experienced different things during my undergrad. These include university labs, industrial research internships, and software developer jobs. Upon graduation, I received offers from a famous AI research institute for a research master, and also offers from industry on positions like machine learning engineer, data scientists, software developers in both finance and tech. Finally, I went for the software developer job at Google. So today's topic is going to be about research versus industry. I will try to cover research in academia, research in industry, and engineering work in the industry. A side note, this is all taken from personal perspective, so don't put me too hard on anything that you might disagree. First, I want to cover about research in academia. The word is freedom. You are free to choose a topic to work on. Oftentimes, you are responsible for proposing one under the condition that your supervisor is willing to supervise you on that topic. If not, he or she will either find you some co-supervisor or suggest you to just change a topic. But this is the most freedom that you can enjoy among all three types of choices. If you work out something amazing, you and the other authors and the university will own the patent, and you can use it or bring it with you to anywhere else you want. You can also work on very cool things without thinking about its application, like all the theoretical works. Your work may not even have a real-life application in that it imposes impossible requirements on resources like computing power, data, or it's just very pure theoretical research. But there are some cons besides the pros that I just mentioned. The first and most cons is that you have to stay frugal compared to your engineer friends, since the capital is always in the industry. You also won't enjoy the work-life balance as much. If a research is not going well, it's on you. Even in the future, after you become a professor, you will have to respond to emails on weekends, grade your students' assignments or exams. And plus, as a researcher, you probably want to start a topic courses on your research focus. So it's never an easy job to do research in academia. I want to talk about research in the industry. During my internship, I was on the platform research team. I was the only intern, and most people on the team has a PhD. There are less than 5 researchers without a PhD. So we build deep learning models, we run experiments, do data processing, work with specialists on feature extraction, etc., etc. There's more engineering side of what we do. The first project I got was to help building some company-wide in-house tool. It includes data pipeline and the machine learning library. Every full-time employee on the team has title research scientists, but they still need to engineer lots of stuff, care about the trade-offs between efficiency and accuracy if it were packaged into production. The problems you try to tackle are not on your will. It could be less significant. It will be mostly relevant to what the company is doing or profiting for. Publishing papers is also not what you are going to aim for either. All the efforts eventually are put into improving the products. You may need to first file a patent before publishing a paper, but you may not be allowed to bring that technology with you when you switch company. There's just more stuff about confidential information and non-competitive requirements. On the other hand, you get higher pay. When your postdoc friends are still struggling with their 20K scholarship, you may be enjoying your life with more than 150K base salary. Work-life balance very much depends on individual companies, so I won't be able to cover in detail here. Lastly, I want to talk about engineering in the industry. There are a lot of subpaths. Most distinctive ones are machine learning engineers, full-stack engineers, site reliability engineers, also known as DevOps. Machine learning engineer is a funny word that doesn't even exist until recent years. As a machine learning engineer, you can either work on anything from data cleaning to processing to building models and to build infrastructure for those who build models. It's a job title that varies a lot depending on company. DevOps or site reliability engineers is more or less the same across companies on the other hand. Responsibilities include maintaining services that's the buildstone of your company's software is built on. And finally, software engineers. including full stack, web, etc. They build the products. The advantage of working in a big tech company is that internal transfer is not as hard, and there are so many different teams that you will be able to experience that you wish to experience. Now, I want to talk about my choice. The main reason I chose to work as a software developer in the industry is because I'm not as interested in the previous research topic I did for years, and I'm not able to see new topics or application based on what I have learned. Rather, I think industry may have more interesting use of academia results, and I'm equally interested in the business logic of the product. To be more specific, I have seen enough cases where models from paper works well until we want to apply them on some real data, especially domain-specific data like healthcare. I also think that only knowing modeling and data analysis without knowing how computers and softwares work is a dangerous pitfall for industrial researchers. I think it's equally important to learn about the infrastructure, applicational stuff, such as how cloud computing cluster works, how system kernels work, and how graphics computing accelerators work. On the other hand, I chose to work as a generalist in a big tech company over all other data or machine learning related positions, because the scope of a big tech company like Google is big and flexible enough for me that I can learn what I want to learn at school, only from a more practical point of view. Maybe I will still do a research master after a couple of years, but I'd like to keep my choices open right after graduation. So that's all about my choice, and that's all for today's discussion. What are your thoughts about today's topic? Like, subscribe, and comment below. Share it to your friends if you find it helpful. Let me know in the commenting areas if there's any topic you want me to cover in the future. Till next time.